What's going on, YouTube? Back here in the indoor grow area yet again, checking out my super hots and, well, ahis, I guess. And just like normal, most of these guys looking pretty beautiful. Got some weird things happening over there, but let's skip those and start hopping over here. Well, we'll hop over here to Pod Central, where we've got quite a number of pods all over this guy. Who would that be? That's the Sugar Rush, of course. Another pod right up here. I haven't even looked for all these pods yet, but they're all over the place. One right there, a few right back there. The big one way back here. Yeah. Little guy there. Another one, I didn't even see that guy way back there. Or, well, there's these two right here. There's another one right behind it there. There's another one behind that. Looking awesome, as usual. Oh, look at that. I didn't even notice. There's another one hidden right underneath there. That's a nice size pod, too. But looking all nice. That big pod way back there. It'll come in. Yeah. No signs of ripening yet. Not yet, anyway. But it's coming along quite well. Oh, I didn't even notice this one right here. Dang. Yeah, I'm doing bad. Look, there's another pod starting right there. Another pod starting right there. They just keep piling on in here, and like I said a couple times before, I have not been self-pollinating these things whatsoever. They're just doing this magic all on their own. So, good on you, little guys. The ghost peppers, we've got lots of stuff like this with buds all over the place, all over it. Yeah, this whole branch here, that's a whole nother part of the ghost pepper, and I don't think it's showing up, but there are tons of buds all over that popping off. Look at that, I didn't even notice this little pod. Jeez, oh man. But yeah, tons and tons of activity going on in here. You can see way back there on those branches, there's let's see if I can get through there. There's some flowers opening up, looking good. Hopefully we can get those pods to do the same thing. Maybe they'll get a little encouragement from the Sugar Rush over there. This other ghost pepper over here, same thing. Tons of buds popping right off on there, looking great. Look at that. A cluster of flowers. Doesn't want me to show it, but cluster of flowers all up in there. Looking very good. Hopefully that'll start producing. Look at that. More buds and everything all over the place on those guys. So yeah, two ghosts right here. Sugar Rush, of course. And then this guy, my pink tiger. You can see those nice purple stalks there. Looking very nice, but as you can see, hey Charles, you can see all these leaves are nice and droopy and everything. That's because, I don't know if it's going to show up at the water level. Oh, it does show up on the camera. Water level's way down here, and that's probably because of all these pods in the same bucket, the Sugar Rush that are coming on. They're probably taking up a lot of that, well, I was going to say water, master blend. So I guess I'm going to have to bring that level back up yet again. Yeah, heck with those little tiny guys. Let's go for the big guys first. Check out this guy, looking beautiful. Got to be a Sugar Rush. Of course it is, right? Yeah. And that guy forked long ago. Looking very nice. And look at this, pointing straight upward and everything. Looking beautiful. All kind of little buds all over there. Looking great. I'm sure this one is yet another Sugar Rush. No. Yeah. Okay, I thought that was my mystery pepper. Looking good. Kind of, well, it's holding its own, I guess. I was going to say it's kind of leany, but nah, not so much. But that guy has a bunch of buds popping off on there, and it's almost time to take it out. So I'm not worried about pulling them. Ooh, look at this guy. That's one of my favorite kind of signs right there where you can't see the cup. I should remember what this guy is. Ahi Jabito. And I don't see it. No, I don't think it forked yet. So we still have that to look forward to. Random leaves sitting around here. I keep a cup in here just for random leaves that fall off. Who else do we have in here? Let's see, another one. Ahi Lemon. Standing up nice and tall, looking good. I'll get to those guys in a minute. This got to be another Sugar Rush. It is. And look at that. That's a beautiful fork there, man. Look at that fork way down here. And it's just putting off a bunch of buds all over the place. Spindly little guy. Look at that. Wasn't I complaining about this guy last time where it wasn't holding its own? It is now. And I thought that was an Ahi Lemon. And nope. Still didn't fork yet. But the guy right behind it did, which is what, a Sugar Rush? Of course. These Sugar Rush just really want to put off pods constantly. Look at that. They don't want to ripen quick. That's for dang sure. But yeah, tons of buds in there. Actually, I can get to this guy. Here's a great example of me and my infinite wisdom of before until I water. I haven't watered since before the last update. And look at this. See how the leaves are curling? Here's a better example right here where the leaves are very, very droopy. They're curling up. Look at this leaf right here. Just looks like death almost. Not yet. I'm still not going to water yet. Why? That's just how I roll. But I like to do that every once in a while and just see how long they're going to take it and everything. Who's this? He Mango. And yeah, so that's a good sign. I got one more back here. This guy. Look at this guy. There's another great example. Look at these leaves. All curled up, looking like death. Not looking like it's loving life. The top leaves seem okay. They're not curling yet, especially the new growth is not curling up. But these lower ones, they do not like life. That is looking bad. And if you feel the cup, bone dry. Let's see. Yeah, absolutely bone dry. Got some roots coming through already. But that's how far I like to go ahead and stress my plants out. Where's the other droopy guy? There he is. Like to go ahead and stress these guys out. Try to, you know, kind of make them work for it, if you will. But, let's see. Get all these guys back in here right quick like. But, yeah, lots of fun stuff. Oh, I don't need to put this plant back in there. That's not a plant. Let's see, every once in a while I get some leaves that just fall off, tuck it into the cup, take it out to the compost bin whenever I'm ready. But yeah, back to this pink tiger. Oh look, more leaves falling off. That's why I keep this cup. But yeah, see how droopy it is. These leaves are all curled up and everything. Definitely needs a little bit of water. As you can see, not very good roots, but they do go way the heck down in there. You can see the massive root mass of that other guy, maybe, kind of, not really. We'll pretend like he did. But, and that guy does need trimmed back a little bit. But all the younglings over here looking pretty good. Bunch of, remember I did all of these, what was it, ahi pineapple, ahi, who was the other guy, Jabito? Jabito, right? Oops. Ahi mango and, yeah, ahi Jabito, I was right. Yeah, I still haven't watered these guys, just the original watering from down below, not from the top. Still doing pretty good, hanging in there. This guy did not come back. I didn't think that guy was going to come back. But in other news, this little guy over here, it does have some new green growth on the top. So I'm kind of just going to go ahead and hold out a little bit and see what that does. This one can just get the heck out of here. That can be a new cup for, say, some of these guys over here. I believe, I didn't even look before I started this. I think this is my pineapples. Yeah, ahi pineapples. Got a few of them in there. One of them laying down on the job there. That's probably because, well, I put the soil in here. I watered real good. Then I put the seeds in, put top soil on, or, you know, more soil on top. And then watered on top, and then filled it up to probably I don't know, probably right about up here, somewhere around there, and put the cup in, put a bag over top of it like this guy, and they were in there like that for a while. Actually, the cup is, I mean, there's definitely water weight to it, but it is a little bit light. But haven't given them any water since. That was just to get them germinated. And I took the bag off of them last week, so they've been in here well over a week with no watering. Got some new additions here, and I'll just pull this bag off. You can see I got two, one right here and one right there. Two more Sugar Rush, and they're coming up nice and good. Hopefully I'll get a couple more. Hopefully the heat of these lights will make a couple of them pop up. I'm going to put this bag back over them just because they're brandy new, and not because they're brandy new, because these guys are pretty new too. I'm putting the bag back on there. You know, JT was asking about, like, do you keep the dome on or off? As soon as mine pop up, I take the dome off. Whether they're in one of those trays or whether I do this double cup method or anything like that. The only time I don't is if they're, well, I was going to say long and spindly like this guy, but obviously it took it off there. But another thing that I found that might be of, you know, some kind of knowledge or whatever you want to call it, wisdom maybe, I don't is sometimes I'll just go in and like the corner of the bag, just snip that right off. That way you have a nice air hole on the top, but you still have a nice dome on there, but the air can get out. Sometimes I'll do that. Usually, as soon as they pop up, I pull the dome. So I really have to get into, well, what do we got here? 2, 4, it's only 6, dang. 6, not 6, 7. But there's only 6 of these guys in here. But I really have to get into the habit of doing like 2 per cup and trying to germinate that way. But I only have 1 seed starting mat, so that's why I went heavy. Not to mention, with these ahis, I just wanted to get a head start on them and put them out really quick. So, or get them out really quick. And I only have 1 seed mat, and it's already occupied by a 72 tray cell. So I had to make, what do I have? 3? At one point I had 5 cups and 72 seeds, or 72 cell tray, all on 1 seed mat. Yeah, I can make it work sometimes. But I need to get into the habit, and maybe I just need to get like 2 or 3 seed mats. That way I can just do 2 in each, and then just litter an entire seed mat, or, well, heating mat, with just double cups. That way I don't have this problem of tons of seedlings all in 1 cup, which seems to be my MO lately. Who else do we have? This ahi lemon here. Remember the freak? The one that was all goofy, that has this one weird big leaf? Well, it decided to have some top growth off of there. So I guess all this lower stuff is nothing. I'm going to go ahead and snip this big, long, goofy, weird looking leaf off. Maybe not right now, but I'm going to. Especially, well, because, I mean, since last update, it had this giant leaf on there. Well, now it has all this new growth on there, so it seems to be coming along quite grand. Who's this guy? Because that looks really nice. Oh, that's not a King Naga. I didn't even plant any of those this year. Oh, another Sugar Rush. Of course, it's forked, and we've got buds all over the top. Who's this beautiful specimen? Oh, an ahi jabito. Look at that. I was talking about how I love it whenever they take up the entire cup. That guy wants to make me proud, so that's that guy. There's my droopy ones. Here's another droopy one, but it's a jabito. Nope, mango. But yeah, you can see these leaves are all very, very droopy. Most of the time, yeah, see how these guys, they're all like sticking up, or at least over. These ones are just drooped, and then from droop, they go to curling. So that's your little update on how far I let my plants go. Another fun tip, don't let the leaves get crushed in between the cups. I'm an expert at doing that. That's why I'm letting everybody know. Who else do we got? This little guy, I don't even remember who this guy is. I think it's my mystery pepper. No, it's a ahi lemon drop, yet again. I'm going to start a whole business of selling these ahi lemons to Pepper Pod Todd. And I'm going to make my fortune off of that. But yeah, I got a whole pile of these guys going, and they are going great. Like I said, the ahi mango and everything, they're looking awesome. My awesome little pepper way back here, look at all this wacky growth here. This thing is just taking off. It looks like it forked already because there's all kind of different stuff going all over the place. My dog will not shut up in the background. But, yeah, this sucker's looking great. Looks like 2 different branches coming off of there. One right there, and another one right over here. Hang on. Alright, well, she's not going to shut up. So, anyway, that was a good look around here. I figured that was a good enough look anyway. So, thanks for hanging out with me. Don't forget to do that comment thing down below. Not just for me, but for everybody else. I ask everybody to hop in the comments section. Leave some comments. That way everybody can know you were here. And they can find your channel and subscribe up and everything. Don't forget to check me out on all the social media stuff. The patreon.com/RevToesTV. The Instagram. The Twitter. RevTo. And I will catch y'all in the next video. So, till then, later.